This is my first video on my YouTube channel. It was actually very confusing for me because I was like, what am I gonna do? What's my first video gonna be? Is it gonna be a sit down, get to know me type thing? But I just figured maybe I should share with you guys something I've experienced so we can like relate or whatnot, you know? So basically, I'm gonna tell you guys about the first time I got mugged, the only time I got mugged, you know. So first things first. Ooh, girl. First things first, I need to disclose the fact that I am from Pretoria, Soshanguve, so you know it's rough out here, honey. But anyway, I was on my way to school. It was after the Good Friday, I think. And I was on my way to school, just like at the corner of my house, because I was gonna catch a taxi, because you know, baby girl was 17, no whip, no license. I still don't, I'm still 17, so what am I saying? Anyway, right, so I walk, right? So I'm gonna catch a taxi, and there's this guy standing by the corner, but I didn't think much of it at the time because I see that guy like, okay, I used to see that guy like almost every day. Like, he would just be standing there on his phone, minding his own business. So I was like, dude can't do anything because, I mean, he's minding his own business, he's on his phone and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? Let him be. So, okay, I paused, right? He lets me walk a little bit, and my sister's transport was passing by, you know, so it used to be my transport from back when I was in primary. So the driver knows me. So he's like, hey, Ria, and I'm like, hey, my new man, you know. Okay, so I'm walking, and I'm listening to, my ex-boyfriend had sent me this song called Famous by French Montana, and it was like my favorite song. So I was listening to it, right? So this guy just grabs me from behind, like literally chokes me. And for a moment, it kind of felt like, you know when your brain switches off, like completely off, and you're thinking, what the hell is going on? At that time, I'm thinking, okay, somebody's giving me a hug, right? But this hug is like really tight, and this hug kept on getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Because I had my headphones in, I couldn't hear anything, so I was like completely oblivious to the world around me. I don't know if that's the word I should use, but I'm gonna use it anyway, honey, because none of y'all English teachers, and don't come for me for this. But anyway, so he's choking me and he's saying something, like, and I couldn't hear him because the music was still playing in my head, right? So imagine being attacked and French Montana's in like the background going, I hope you don't get famous, cause everyone will love you but won't love you like I do. I hope you don't get famous. But anyway, okay, so he chokes me, right, like from the back, you know, and I'm just there thinking, oh my god, what is going on? What did I do to deserve this? Okay, so he managed to pull out. So he manages to pull out one of my headsets, right? And then I hear him say, and this guy is Betty. No offense to people who are Betty, but you guys are supposed to be sweet people. You aren't supposed to be attacking people. You know, if that person was Zulu, I'd be like, yes, Baba, definitely. But he was Betty on some Kisha phone, right? It wasn't funny at the time, you know. So I didn't giggle. It was really traumatic for me. And I was just like, okay, go off, you know, bitch. I was lying. Excuse my language, but I was lying. I was not about to give my phone, right? So he loosens his grip on my neck. And I'm like, to stop, you know? Like, it means help. It means help. And then he covers my mouth with his filthy, huge hand. And I just remember him putting his fingers in my mouth. And I bit him, okay, honey? I bit him, okay? So we just start going at it. Like, remember, he's grabbing me from the back, right? And then I'm just kind of, what do you call this movement? I'm just kind of moving forward and pushing him with my butt. Because you know, baby girl got a big badonkadonk. But anyway, yeah, I was just doing that. And then he let me go completely, right? And then I start running. No, I didn't start running. Let me not. For some reason, I just turn around and he hits me, and then I hit him back, right? And then dude went crazy. He just like, he basically speared me, you know, to put it in simple terms. Let me not do too much. Let me just be simple with this. He spears me, I'm on the floor. My head is banging. Like, I felt like I hit my head on the street. And that time I had my little Kim Kardashian hairstyle with my natural hair. You know, you guys know this is a wig. Let's be real. So I had my little Kim Kardashian hairstyle or whatever. And I felt my head go on the street. And it hurt. I was a bit disorientated for like 2 seconds. And then when I came back to my senses, he's like grabbing on my phone. It was in my pocket. So he was like grabbing on my phone and he's pulling. And I was grabbing, I had the headset side. So I had part of my phone and the headset and I was pulling on it. Like, this guy was so strong and so adamant and so persistent in the fact that he wanted to steal my new phone. Can we discuss that? And then he just grabs it. He runs. No, before he runs, I tell him, what are you doing? That phone has a tracker, right? And then he runs and I run after him. And then he stops running and runs towards me. So I start running the opposite direction because I don't know what dude wanted to do. So he runs into some bush, you know. So I run straight home. I remember being so scared. I was literally shaking while I was running. And I'm not an athlete or whatever. But honey, let me tell you. Costa Senior had nothing on your girl while I was running. Bro, I was like on this tip. I was here. And then I get home. And then I scream. My mom was still home because she like goes to work at around 6, 7. So I'm like, Mama. No, I didn't say Mama. I said Tutu. That's what I call my mom. That's her name. Okay, that's not her full name. That's like her nickname, but that's what we call her. So I was like, Tutu. And she's like, Kenny, which means what? And then I'm like, I take the phone, which means they stole my phone, you know? And then she's like, Kimang. And she's like, which means who? I really need to stop translating, guys. I'll just have the subtitles here at the bottom or whatever, you know? So I'm like, but there's a phone. And then she's like, come on. And then I was like, I can wait. And then she's like, what do you have in your hand? And the whole time, I knew I had something in my hand, but you know, I wasn't even thinking about what I had in my hand. So when I look at it, it's like pepper spray. Like pepper spray, dude. Pepper spray. And I'm like, you know, I drop it and I'm like, what the hell? So my mom is like, oh, so what's her ball? And then you had pepper spray in your hand the whole time. The story is like, bro, how do you not know that you have pepper spray in your hand the whole time you're being mugged? Like, it doesn't make sense. So I was just like, I can take it, Kaka, you know? And then she was like, it's fine if I don't go to school. Guys, my mom gave me a lot of money that day. Like, a lot of money, ne? And then she's like, here, go to school. That nigga doesn't take the money that was given to me, which, might I add, did not belong to me. He takes my phone, like my brand new phone, which is like, what, 2 months old? Yo, hi guys. And then I was phoneless for like the longest time and it was so depressing. It was so depressing. This sounds shallow, but we're teenagers. Well, I'm a teenager. And mostly people who are watching this are teenagers. And your life literally stops when you don't have a phone. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you say it to. But sis, your life stops when you don't have a phone. So my life was like on hold. My relationship was like on hold. Okay, so my mom had my boyfriend, the guy I was dating at that time. That's a different story for another day. Okay, I'm gonna make another story time for that. But the guy I was dating at the time had my mom's number. My mom had his number, right? So I just texted him like, babe, I just got mugged. And he's like, are you okay? Firstly, he's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm cool, you know, but he took my phone, you know, and we fought. And I literally told him the whole story and he's like, wow, you could have been killed. Nothing is worth your life. But have you ever had something taken from you that you didn't even own long enough for people to know it was yours? Like, how can you say that to me, bro? But anyway, he just made a joke out of it, and it kind of made me feel a bit better, you know. So I was just like, you know what, I need to share this story. I really need to share this story. So yeah, that's basically what happened when I got mugged, and I'm still alive. But I don't advise anybody to fight anyone for anything that they own, because I mean, those things are replaceable. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you could always get another phone, you could always get another whip, you could always get some more money, but we can never get another you. You know, you can't be replaced. And material things shouldn't be fought for, and they shouldn't be worth or equivalent to your worth, you know. So I just personally, I made the wrong decision by fighting back, and I had a couple of scars. It wasn't a scar or anything, girl. I was just scratched on my face. And yeah, but I advise people who go through this to just cooperate and listen to your attackers. Try to look at them, open a case or whatever. I couldn't open a case because I don't even know why, bro. But I advise everybody to open a case so it can be on record that you were attacked or whatnot. And you should always cooperate, guys. I'm stressing this fact because you could get killed if you don't cooperate with these people, because you need to remember that these people come to you with that mindset that they're going to take your belongings and nothing is going to stop them. So even if it means killing you for something that's worth 5 or 6 or 7,000 rands, they're going to do it, you know. So stay safe, always walk in groups, guys. And I'm saying this, but I never do it. But I'm never out of the house anyway. But anyways, guys, walk in groups. Don't walk in the street alone, especially if you're in South Africa, okay? And be safe. Have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell, and you'll be seeing more of me on this YouTube channel. Bye.